while I make my little speech, I'd like to thank Mufti Saab for his kind invitation. He's asked me to briefly speak to you about my experiences in the first year of my 6-year program for the Darul Ilm. Basically, my background is that I'm registered blind and I have a very, very limited or, if any, vision, hence I have this cane in my hand. Also, I do have a dog, but for obvious reasons I can't bring it into the mosque. Furthermore, this is from birth, so for me, that's the way I live now. It's very, very normal. And as I was growing up, I was becoming a bit more exposed to the Islamic religion, and as a result of this exposure, I was learning what was incumbent on for me to do and what was not. And one of the key points that stuck in my mind during my youth, during my teenage years and my early 20s, was that I had to seek the knowledge, because it was incumbent on every single one of us, whether you're female or male or able-bodied or not able-bodied. It was incumbent on all of us to learn about the religion. So with this thought in the back of my mind, I have been pursuing my exploration of the religion, and my first key experience is that I did try to study the Islam in the traditional sense of the meaning. When you go to the classroom, you have the teacher in front of the whiteboard writing, and you have the chairs and the tables, and you're sitting in the conventional sense of learning, whether that be in the Islamic sense or in the secular school sense. But I didn't really feel that, for my personal circumstances, that was any benefit for myself. So I had to drop that and pursue a different course. And this is where the world of the internet comes along. Now, the internet is a 21st century phenomenon, and a lot of people have said that the internet is a tool of the Dajjal, but I strongly disagree on this, because, as for example, you could use a knife. A knife can be used in a positive sense, i.e. you can use it as a surgical instrument to save someone's life, or in the other extreme, you could use it in a negative sense and you could kill someone with that. So it depends on your intentions and how you use it. And that's why, in many ways, the internet is a blessing. However, it is also a curse as well. So it's dependent on how you use it. So with this in mind, I started to explore the world of online learning, and I was actually recommended the Darul Ilm by one of my friends. And when I initially heard of this program, you hear all the good things about a program. We are so great, no one can beat us, and we're on top of the world regarding X, Y, and Z. So I was very apprehensive when I first heard about this, and as a result of this apprehension, when I first entered into the first year, I had that apprehension at the back of my mind. And as the first year progressed, there were two distinct things that I did realize, and one of the things was the true dedication, not towards only myself, but also to all the other students of the teachers. And this is exemplified when every 3 or 4 weeks, Mufti Saab himself would actually call each and every one of us to ask us how we are and how we're finding this course. And I'm not aware of any other place whose director would actually call you directly individually on the phone every 3 or 4 weeks to ask you how you are. And this is a strong indication, whereas you have the dedication of the students, and the dedication of the teachers, and if the teachers are dedicated, then this will also rub off onto the students, whether it's going to be in the world of the academic side, or whether it's going to be on the world of asking how you are. And the second point is that the learning materials. as some of you might be aware, in the traditional madrasa system, the learning materials are very inaccessible. You know, you have photocopies of a photocopy of a photocopy, and when you photocopy a document over time, it becomes increasingly ineligible. Whereas in Darul Ilm, what they have done is I have no idea how they've done this, but they've actually been able to type every single bit of information in the documentation, so that becomes very easy, and that becomes very easy for the screen readers, for the computers as well. So in the 21st century that we live in now, Allah has made it very, very easy for us to fulfill this compulsory part of the religion, that we have to study the religion. Whereas 1400 years ago, that was not the case. You had scholars who were traveling from Morocco to Indonesia, to India, to the outskirts of China to attain that knowledge. And Allah has made it very easy for us, whereas we can attain this knowledge within the comforts of our own home. So I think as a ummah, we should really utilize this and understand our religion much more. And as a result of understanding the religion, we will not fall to the trap of extremism, whether that be on the left or on the right. And the right is more emphasized due to the current political climate. And at the end of the day, on the day of judgment, when Allah asks you whether you put the effort in, it's not about getting the results, it's about putting the effort in. And if you have the genuine intention and you put the effort in, Allah will open the doors for you. And on the day of judgment, you can say to Allah, I tried my best. And inshallah, that will be sufficient for you to enter Jannah. And Jazakallah khair, thank you very much for listening.